Oh God. Hey, what's up, King?
Yo. So why did PD just get wiped and shot at, etc.?
Oh no. Can this be done in person? I get nervous over the phone, you know, recording government, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, am I gonna get executed in the street again?
No.
You guys have got kind of a rep for just shooting cops at any given time now, so I find it difficult to trust you.
Well, I could be that PD.
Nah, we're not being a PD. We can talk on the phone.
Okay. Well, when it comes to, you know, the last situation, hypothetically, that I may or may not have been a part of, you know, it was a very, you know, last resort thing, King. You know, someone.
There wasn't even any pitting going on yet. What do you mean?
No. So from what I heard, listen, I didn't shoot first. Okay, it was not me, but we did.
Was it Jaden by any chance?
No, it was not.
Surprising.
Yeah. Wait, does Jaden have a rep for shooting first?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
I mean, all you guys do now, to be honest.
Well, listen, it's a very
not a great rep.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
I know. Listen, it's a very for someone. He just was getting, you know, tackled. He felt stuck in a corner, stuck in a silo with a bunch of cops cuffing him and stuff. He just felt like a little rat in a cage. So, you know, he just said, "Hey, I gotta do what I gotta do," and then he just started.
So when you guys get worried about being cuffed, that's when we all should be worried about getting wiped. Is that correct? Sounds like it, Bogo.
Listen, King. It just is what it is at the end of the day, okay? Listen.
It is what it is? I mean, like, you guys can go down this path if you want, but I'm telling you now, PD are on the edge with treating you guys like literal animals. I don't think you want that. I don't particularly want that either.
Oh.
But I'm telling you now, you guys doing that kind of stuff is not helping your case whatsoever. Like, I don't know. Frankly, you're lucky. You guys are fucking lucky that that PD did not let me do what I wanted to do after I was executed for frankly no reason at all in the middle of the highway. I wanted to breach every single one of your banks, shoot every hostage that you guys had because I don't give a fuck. I can't honestly send an officer in to negotiate with you guys faithfully ever again after that. And now today, if people were just gonna get all, you know, antsy and start shooting because they're getting cuffed or whatever, then what do you think I'm gonna do in response to that?
No, I mean, listen, it's valid. It's you know, it's what happened, and you know, obviously I can't change that. You know, a lot of us did not want to shoot there, but you know, frankly,
well, it sounds like one of you is a liability and is making the rest of you look like fucking cunts, to be honest. So whoever that person is, that person's gonna be an issue for you because I'm gonna have PD do things based on what that person is doing. That's what I'm gonna do. Like you have no idea how lucky you guys are. Like I said, I wanted to breach all your banks. I wanted to shoot out all your wheels at fucking a boost and stuff. And yeah, I guarantee you that the response from some people will just be like, "Well, we'll just shoot them and wipe them." That's the problem. So, and I'm not trying to come at you. I called you because I know I can chat to you about this stuff. So if you don't think I'm not personally coming at you. I don't even know what you did, if anything at all. But the reason why I come to you because I know I can talk to you about this kind of shit, along with people like Claude and several others. But you're the first person I saw in the yellow pages or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing this.
I mean, listen, it was a very unfortunate situation because, you know, I mean, you know, someone just felt trapped, and I'm not. Listen, I cannot. If someone feels like they're gonna get cuffed, and you know, okay, King, you know, the decision was made. Someone is getting cuffed. They're worried about getting cuffed because you know what happens at bank trucks. We have to worry not only about you guys, we have to worry about other gangs. And he's worried if he's getting cuffed or whatever, he's not going to be able to help. And then if we go down, he's kind of screwed, right? So he just felt like, hey.
Oh, you know, okay. So we all have to die so he can help out you guys. That doesn't make any sense to me, mate.
I mean, King, we're his boys. I mean,
I don't
you know
care.
What I mean?
So our lives mean nothing to you guys. Is that basically where we're at?
I mean, when it comes,
be careful how you answer this because I'm gonna, I'll act on this.
I mean, listen, King. It's just he was worried about us more than he was worried about you. I can't deny that.
Right.
I mean,
who is that person so I can treat them like the piece of shit that they've treated me?
I can't call him out like that. You know I can't.
Fair enough.
I mean,
but
listen,
if I
King,
do find out who that was, I mean, here's what I'll do. And if I don't find out who that was, I'll just treat all you guys the same.
I mean, King, this is an honest question, right? If we were, you know what happens at the jewelry stores. What if we were,
Yes.
let's say we set up.
Yes, I
and
do.
all that.
People go and get a bank truck, then they send people to jewelry store and delay us so that we have less time at the bank truck. Yes, I'm aware. Yes.
Oh, wait, what?
Every gang does this. It's nothing new.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what?
That's what happens.
You're
Bank
saying
truck.
someone does a bank truck before they even lose the cops at the jewelry store? Okay, hold on.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that is not us. Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stop you right there. Okay, hold on. Let's just say hypothetically, Hydra were to do a jewelry store. Okay.
Yep.
We don't do the bank truck until the jewelry store is done, and
Okay.
I'm not gonna get into why we do that. It's just the way we do things.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. You don't have to say
So
why.
it's definitely not us. And if there is someone, that is a bigger problem to me than shooting cops is a bigger problem. But
Yeah, that's what happens quite regularly, unfortunately.
okay, well, I'll just say if anyone from Hydra does that, then there's a big problem. There's a bigger problem, and that's something I will actually take care of. But because
I'm not aware of anybody from Hydra
okay,
doing
yes,
that personally. I don't know.
But okay, let's just say, after a jewelry store, a bank truck happens, and listen, it happened yesterday. A shootout was gonna happen regardless. It just sucks that it happened right then and there, or it may not have, because we have had times where you guys don't, go crazy and all that, and we actually just get a chase. It's 50-50. That's I'm okay with. But listen, he just felt trapped.
Yeah, there was a chase set up for when I got executed the other day. And we still got a shot. I just, like, it's just hard. It's hard to encourage PD to not go crazy where they don't necessarily need to when we have this kind of stuff going on. So I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of at a loss, to be honest, because it seems like whatever we do, people will just try and wipe us.
I don't know how would I explain?
And are mostly successful for many different reasons, but I won't go into that. I don't know.
Listen,
I don't know.
Listen, we all felt terrible that we had to shoot there, because obviously we didn't shoot for a bank truck. We shot for a chase where, hypothetically, shit driver got us flipped, blah blah blah. What definitely was not me driving. I'll tell you that much. Definitely was not me. So
yeah, I mean, whoever it was that initiated the shootout is like a soft piece of shit, and they should probably, maybe calm down a bit. Would be my advice. Stop it. If you're about to be in cuffs, oh no, you're about to be in cuffs. But wiping my entire PD because one person is an insecure little shit is crazy. That is crazy. To hear that our lives mean so little to people like that is also crazy. If that's how people treat us, why would I treat them with an iota of respect or decency going forward? That's my question.
Listen, King. So the main reason, another reason why there's a multitude of reasons why someone would shoot when they're getting cuffed like that. Okay, so let's say he doesn't shoot when he gets cuffed, right? You get one person in cuffs, right? Then everyone.
Oh no, a $10,000 fine.
No. Well, it's not $10,000. He has a class 2.
No.
They have, they
a
just did a
50K
job.
fine. Oh no, what will it do?
I mean,
it's so, I don't know. I don't agree, man. I don't agree. Whoever that was is a fucking pussy. Listen,
that's
how I feel about it.
If someone gets cuffed, King, right? Listen. A, we don't have any handcuff keys. We don't have your fucking handcuff keys. B, let's say he gets cuffed on top of a silo, and then everyone's gonna try to drag him. Then what happens is everyone gets beat down by like 3 batons. So then you would have to end up shooting regardless, because you don't want to. I don't want to go down to a baton, so I'm gonna fight my way out of there. It's also that.
Why is it you have to get them out? It's just that kind of mentality is the problem, no?
Well, I mean, carrying a class 2 is a pretty big deal.
Don't carry a class 2 all the time, though.
That is a smart situation. That is a smart solution. I mean, listen.
I mean, everything you're saying right now is dumb as fuck. I'm sorry, but it's just not. I mean, okay, maybe let me rephrase that. Not dumb as fuck, but I don't think it's something we can necessarily agree with. Oh, it's the way the city works. So that's even more depressing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's just the way it is. I mean, you need to be carrying a class 2 for a bank truck where other gangs are gonna bring class 2s.
Right.
Like, you know, as much as everyone would listen, if it's you gotta understand, it's the job more than it is the situation, right? Because
I get that.
You chased us before for fleekas and all that, and you know, yeah, some idiots carry class 2s, they go to jail, no big deal, right? Like that we don't care. I think if you really want to go to the root of it, it's jewelry. Like that is just, it's jewelry into bank truck, and obviously, you know, jewelry, people are getting chased, then you got to wait for the bank truck, you got to sit there, other gangs, you know, are gonna, 50 gangs to come in, it ends up looking like a Fortnite lobby where everyone's just dropping in for the bank truck, and then, you know, obviously you're gonna be fully geared, you're gonna be on edge, it just is what it is. Polito, the rest of the stuff, not really. You get what I'm saying when I say that?
I do, yeah, I understand.
So
what you're
it's
saying.
not.
I appreciate that.
Listen. I understand that, like, you guys are, you know, and listen, we don't feel good either having to do it, but it's, and trust me, every single person at the SAC was sad. They're like, fuck, we just had to wipe the PD over, you know, this. And I told them,
You didn't have to wipe the PD over.
I mean, you have to, King. It's literally. Someone gets cuffed, then another 50 gangs come in, shoot us there, you guys are there, it becomes a whole mess. It's literally the job, King. I'm being serious with you. It's everyone's on edge from the job. It's not an easy job to do. I mean, hell, I mean, I commend honestly, the smart play would be to do what you said and just do the bank truck while there's people in jewelry. But we're not like that, so we have to deal with all the fucking, you know, I mean, listen, let's just say hypothetically, trust me, you guys wouldn't get shot 50% of the time if we did what you said, and that's probably why you don't experience it that much.
That's fair,
But, you know, like,
I just like to try and figure out something that we're not getting wiped for nothing.
If you want me to be honest, I would not, you know, I would just say in jewelry store, I mean, you know, it's completely valid if you're a bit more on edge, and that's because we're also on edge too. If you get what I mean by that, I mean,
I do, yeah, of course.
Like I'm not saying we're, you know, let's say we're hypothetically speaking, we go and do like a maze bank or something, right? Like I'm not saying that's gonna go crazy, and I don't think anyone's gonna shoot over a maze bank unless like someone gets PID or RAM or whatever. That's a whole different scenario. But like,
yeah, that's
at the base of the job you are doing, King, it's, you know, especially the person who shot, they're not used to it, and you know their adrenaline's pumping, and they just felt like that was the right decision to do. Was it? I mean, I don't know. Was it not? I don't know. But like, you get me? It's the job that, you know. Honestly, you as PD should at this point should know. You know, this is a jewelry store. It leads to a bank truck. You know, aggression is kind of like, you know, someone's bound to get shot. If it doesn't happen, great, but you know, the stakes are pretty high when it comes to that. So
they are. Yes.
Like let's just say I'm not gonna shoot over a Fleeka, and I'm not gonna shoot over a cash exchange. Like I'm not saying Hydra's gonna go crazy.
No, but you guys will shoot over a B class, though, right?
Okay, that's okay. I don't.
That's what happened.
Okay, well I don't know about all that. I'm talking to you know, let's dial it back real quick. Let's talk about shift 1, shift 3 Hydra. Okay?
You know, listen. I'm telling you what I've experienced of you guys. You know, this is what PD thinks about you guys as a collective. You know, like, how do I say this? I'm trying to avoid PD getting wiped. So reason why I called was because I was expecting you to say something like, well, a cop did something, you know, like there's been instances with Hydra recently where cops have done, well, a cop has done something stupid on the scene, and then they've shot as a result, which that's neither here nor there. I kind of expect that is what it is. So that's what I was expecting. But to hear it's because one person was going to get cuffed, that's peak comedy to me. And whoever that is, they are a lunatic. The fact that all of my cops should get shot down because that one person shouldn't get cuffed is insane to me. I
mean,
you know, frankly, if they're in a position where they're getting cuffed, it's a fucking skill issue at that point.
Yeah,
let's be real.
Well,
it's so easy to get away from PD. I don't know. I see it every chase, all day, every day.
I mean, you know, hypothetically speaking, the guy. Oh, I'm on the phone.
This is for running me over.
Stop! I'm on the phone. Listen, King. I think back to what I was saying. It's just the way the jewelry is. It's higher stakes. all that. You know, everyone's bringing class 2s. Everyone's scared of going down, getting cuffed or whatever. You know, I mean, hell, I know for PD, you guys are probably like, you know, worried about a shootout. I mean, hell, I saw it firsthand yesterday. You know, you guys are like, put your guns away, you're gonna get shot. Everyone's getting hot dropped into buildings and all that. You know,
yeah.
You know that the stakes, and I'm not saying it's gonna happen every job that you do or that, you know, goes on with Hydra, but you know, it's mainly just a jewelry store because, you know, it's dealing with other gangs and the PD, and the worry of both it's a lot for anybody, to be honest.
You think other gangs are going to come in when PD are already on scene though?
It's happened before.
Fuck me.
I mean,
you're right.
I mean, it has. You guys probably see it all the time. I mean, that's why
I've seen it a couple of times.
Listen,
not very often though.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we've even had where we're trying to do a bank truck, and then let's say, you know, some guy goes off separately from the bank truck and is getting chased. People will pick off the people not getting chased.
That feels like a whole other issue though.
I mean, it's an issue, but I mean, okay, yes, it is another issue. I mean, it's also the issue of, you know, you guys also have the issue of, you know, people doing bank trucks while they're mid-hitting jewelry store, but it's just the way it is at that point.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay.
I mean, you know, it's just the way the city is. You know, people are desperate for these bank trucks, and they'll do anything to secure it. So I mean, that's basically what it is. And I think any gang, if you call them and ask, like, and they were in the same situation, I mean, everyone would probably agree they would do the same. And if there's a gang that doesn't, I'd be very surprised. You have to remember the context of what was going down or was gonna go down, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, he's thinking in the guys in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I get cuffed and then we do this bank truck and then another gang shows up or the PD come and shoot us, I can't help them. I'm gonna shoot them anyways, so I might as well just shoot them now. You kind of get what I'm saying when I say that?
Yeah, it's just, you know, I just think it's alarming to me how little PD lives really mean to anybody. If that's really like a shared mentality amongst a lot of different people, that's a shame.
I mean, compared to
I try and treat people with respect, and you know, I don't, like, we may shoot someone down, but I run to them to give them medical afterwards, you know. Instead, what happened there, I was shot down on the boat and someone thought it was funny to just blow up my helicopter, you know?
That was my call.
That's kind of how I feel about it. I landed that heli because I didn't want to sit there and watch everything go on, so I thought I'd at least try something despite there just being 2 of us left, and I'm rewarded for that by having my heli blown up, etc.
Oh god, not the
heli. The heli got blown up, man.
Okay,
but yeah, that's not a major thing. It is what it is. The heli gets blown up all the time. I don't care. But, like, it's just like,
man, I wonder who made that call.
I don't know. I feel like we're treated like what's the word? I'm trying to find the right word. I'm sorry.
Props?
Not, I wouldn't say props, but not far off that. We're just treated like what we think and feel isn't. I don't know. No, not that.
Like
that's
AI.
fucking
You
lame.
can just say you feel like AI.
I feel like an NPC sometimes. Yeah.
Yes. I get what you're saying, and listen, I get where you're coming from. I think it's just okay. To be frank, especially in jewelry store, I would say you guys basically are. I hate to say it, and I will be the one to fucking say it. When it comes to bank trucks, my first thought is not even the cops. It is, listen, what happens is, in my thought, I'm thinking, oh God, are the Besties, Manor, what gang is around that's gonna go and counter this bank truck and might shoot us? I mean, that the cops aren't even a thought until the bank truck actually is hit at that point.
That just shows how little of a threat PD are as well, no? Like, do you think PD's a threat? Like, person? You can say no, it's all right.
Like not really. I mean, you compare it to gangs, you know, it's not. Yeah, no, I definitely say I'd rather deal with 50 PD than the Besties 6. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, because, you know, dealing with Future or Ming with grapple guns and helicopters and all that, you know, I'd rather deal with the PD at that point.
Yeah, that is fair.
Like when it comes to, like, you know, the food chain, I definitely worry more about other gangs than PD. Yeah, I wouldn't lie about that.
I think that's fair in current settings or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
But listen, just so you understand and you don't go, you know, war mode. Listen, if it makes, you know, things better. I mean, I wasn't very happy that we had to shoot there. Obviously, once the shots are fired, I can't really sit there and do nothing.
Oh, no, I'm not. Yeah, don't. I'm not trying to like. I get it, you know.
Yeah,
I get it.
And listen, at the time, listen, at the time, it was a call that had to be made, and you know, because of the stakes of the jewelry store, but don't think that all of a sudden for every Maze Bank and Fleeka and whatever is done by Hydra, they're all just gonna shoot. I would hope. I mean,
no, I'm only really thinking about like boosts because of what happened last time and bank trucks really in jewelry stores. Like for me, like let's say I see 2 people inside the jewelry store, I'm gonna breach that bitch.
Oh.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like if I can stop you guys even getting to the bank truck, then that is what I'll do. But like that's kind of. I'm not actually gonna breach you guys. Just
okay. I was about to say, but I get.
But
you know,
that's what I could do, you know. But I'm not interested in doing that. I don't see what benefit that's gonna have to anybody.
Yeah, I mean, so. I would just say, unironically, the jewelry store is just a bigger worry for gangs, and it's not.
I gotta go. There's people shooting.
Oh, okay.